Okay, so now let's take a look at the devices settings. Just want to show you real quick, if you want to jump back to the home page of the settings application, you can just click on the cog here and that'll take you all the way back. No matter how deep you are into the menus, that'll jump you right back to the home here. So if we jump into devices here, this will enable you to do a number of different things. Essentially, you're managing the devices that are attached to your device. So if you need to install a new device like a printer or scanner, you can do that right here. This will also show you different printers that are currently installed. This connected device area shows you, as you'd expect, all the devices that are currently connected. So you can manage all these devices from here. If you have an external storage device like an SD card, you can actually eject that from here. So if I hit remove, it's going to eject that SD card. Under Bluetooth, this will show you all of the Bluetooth devices that are currently attached to your device, and of course you can add additional ones here. And in mouse and trackpad, you can change a few different settings here. So if you are left-handed, you want to maybe change the left and right configuration on the primary button. You can do that there. You can choose to scroll multiple lines at a time or one screen at a time with the scroll wheel. And then if you choose multiple lines, you can choose how many lines it should scroll at a time. And then this feature here lets you choose to scroll inactive windows. So what this means here is, let me just show you. If I go ahead and snap settings over here, and then we'll snap the documents over here. So settings is the application that is currently active. So I have not clicked into File Explorer, so it's inactive right now. However, I can, with this feature enabled, I can still scroll through this. So if I turn that off, when I hover over this window, it won't let me scroll. I have to click to make it active, and then I can scroll. So that's a nice feature to have. Just maybe might save you a click, save you a little bit of frustration, depending on how you use your device. The typing settings here will enable you to manage some of the new typing features that are available in Windows 10. Now this is largely for the virtual keyboard, not for a keyboard that you have attached. So autocorrect misspelled words, if you're someone who has to type a lot of maybe monikers that aren't in the dictionary, you might want to disable that, and then you can have it highlight misspelled words. And then you also have text suggestions. So as you're typing on the virtual keyboard, it will show you suggestions for words that you might be intending to use. If you select an automatically suggested word, it will automatically add a space, so you can disable that or enable that. And then if you double tap the space bar, it will automatically add a period. Again, this is all with the virtual keyboard. The virtual keyboard will play sounds if you have this feature enabled, so let me just go ahead and show you what that sounds like really quickly. So I happen to find that to be a fairly pleasant sound, but you can turn that off if you'd like to. You can have it capitalize the first letter of each sentence, and then if you double tap the shift key, it will automatically capitalize all of the letters. So there's no caps lock button here, you just double tap the shift and then that will go ahead and capitalize all of the letters. And this feature is really helpful if you're using a touch screen for more advanced features. So if you're using a more advanced application, this might be something good to have enabled. So right now you'll see that I have a number of different keyboard options. So I have this keyboard layout, I have the split keyboard layout, which can be moved and repositioned around the screen. You can also make that larger or smaller. And then since this device has a pen, and actually even if it didn't, this feature would still be available but not as useful, you could actually draw letters and it will try to figure out what the letter is that you are typing. Of course, this is very difficult to do with the mouse, but just giving you a demonstration of what that would look like. And then lastly over here is the standard keyboard layout. Right now this is disabled, but if I go ahead and enable that here, now I can access that. So really quickly, I'm going to just show you on the standard tablet keyboard a number of buttons are missing. So I don't have a Windows key, I don't have an Alt key, I don't have up or down arrows over here, but if I switch to the standard keyboard layout, I have all of those features that you would normally see on a regular keyboard. So again, this would be great for those that are using a tablet for more advanced features. Maybe programmers or people doing video or photo editing might need access to all of these buttons. And then turning this feature on will have the keyboard automatically open up. The virtual keyboard will automatically open when you go ahead and enter into a text field if a keyboard is not attached to your device. So that could be very helpful. I'm going to go ahead and turn that on actually. On devices that use a pen, like the Surface 3 or Surface Pro 3, you can choose which hand you write with. I use my left hand to write, so that configures some detection on the device. You can also have it show visual effects on the screen, so there's like a cursor trail basically when you are drawing. And then you can also disable or enable the cursor. So if you don't want the cursor to be visible on the screen, if that distracts you, you can turn that off. And that is it for device settings. Thanks so much for watching.